Hi there, good evening. It's 5th of January, it's Tuesday. Work is slowly catching up in the office, so was a little bit more hectic than yesterday, but nothing to complain about. It's always good, like 2 weeks of vacation. So mind has become a little bit rusty regarding office related stuff, but hopefully everything will catch up the pace, and I'm pretty sure in the coming weeks and coming months things will get really hectic. One thing that I wanted to really bring up on today's journal is about a very funny and strange incident that happened over the last 2 days, to be more precise. So I had got a call yesterday from a person from some XYZ bank. It was a lady uh, who called me and asked, like, if I'm the person that she's looking for. And I told no, and then she felt that she had called up a wrong number and she disconnected. Apparently, she called up again, and I didn't pick up because I knew it's the same wrong number case. So I just left it there. Um, Today morning, I got a call again, and the Truecaller popped up her name. And again, I just picked up so that I can tell that she has a wrong number saved in her contact list, which is corresponding to the person she's looking at. I just picked up and she asked for the same question if I'm the person that she's looking for, and I told her no, but it looks like a case of mistaken identity, and she has taken a wrong number. She told sorry, I think I'll go ahead and I'll delete the contact on my phone, and she kept it. But she introduced herself from some specific bank, and the name and the bank, both of that sounded a little bit familiar to me. So I disconnected. Then this Truecaller, whatever the overlay banner which stays on even if when you disconnect. I was just staring at it for a moment. I just felt that maybe I know this person. So I went back into my LinkedIn. I just opened LinkedIn account and I searched for the specific name in LinkedIn. Then I realized I know a person from this name and who is working in this bank. So I just texted this person back telling like, are you the same person? Or like I just typed the entire name, and she responded back telling yes. And then after some time, I called her back, and the the best part of this thing is this whole story is that she's apparently my engineering classmate, and I mean, luckily she had my number. I had not saved her number, but she had my number from the last we spoke about. I think 9 years back from what she told me. So I just told her like I'm not the person that you are looking at, but I'm the same person who was studying with you for 4 years in engineering. Then she's like, oh yeah, I remember. Sorry, I had not called you since so long, and I had forgot about the name that I saved, and I had saved two different numbers with the same name, and that's where the confusion was. And then we went into a very short conversation regarding how things were the last meetup, which we kind of had about 9 years ago. Not even like 9 months; it was like 9 years ago, and we just spoke about few things, few people, common friends, and all those things one time. And like I really was surprised and happy that she could recollect so many things related to what used to happen in our college days and all the stuff. It was like all funny stuff. I was just like very surprised at that. Anyway, we cut the short because I knew that she's in work and even I had meetings to attend back, and I just told her just feel free to reach out to me. We'll catch up sometime, or probably we can do a college friends catch up. And it's been a very long time since we did. And I just told her to update the name so that it reflects the college name, and or probably some other way of identifying me as her classmate rather than me being her customer. It was like a totally like a very typical way of telling the world is a small place, and that's exactly what happened. Unknown call, what you can call it, like a wrong number call, which ended up being a person whom I actually knew from my college days. Fast forward to another thing related to past and how stuff is. Mm, I've been talking about this topic a couple of times or more in the journal last year. But one thing is, one of my friend who started his own company after I moved out of that company, photography startup that we had few years back. He's still a part of the company which I was there, I created, but he started up his own one more venture. So he apparently reached out to me last week, telling that he wanted to know if I'm interested in leading a workshop, like co-leading a workshop in Meghalaya sometime in the middle of this year. And he wanted to do it under both the banners, his own company and this company which I've left, like both of which he is a part of. He is like legally owns both of them. But I was surprised at this whole request and all those stuff, because one thing is, I, for some reason, whatever it might be my assumption, but I felt that he has kind of sidelined this whole company that I had started, and he's concentrating on his startup. But for some reason, for me, I personally felt that he's trying to capitalize on the name factor of this company that he started, and linking it up with his company and do a workshop under a co-branded stuff, and trying to pull me in also to help him out. I have not got back to him yet regarding this. I know I'm kind of like obligated to respond, but uh, for me, frankly, I'm like not comfortable accepting this offer, considering the fact that he's telling it's a co-branded workshop. It was, if it was only his new company, then I would have told yes. But me personally walking out of the company or the partnership that I had started, and now again going back to do workshop for them, that doesn't look good for me. Probably I'll talk to him sometime during the weekend or during the week in the evenings when I'm free. But this is something like I remember I had spoken about it in the previous journal, where I told that this person who did a startup, telling that he didn't wanted to do any workshops or any group related stuff, but now he started a company where he himself is doing photo tours and photography workshops and all. And now he's calling me itself to do be a part of his mentor thing, which I found a little bit strange and a little bit funny. But yeah, my side of the story is that I would say I would not be interested in it. But let's see how things go. I'll talk to him. If he's really co-branding it, then I might say no. But if he's not, then maybe I'll consider it. But let me see. I'll see based on how the discussion goes. So that's about things related to my friends. But two other points which I kind of have been financial side of it, which is keeping me engaged, is as I told in the journals in the last month, December of 2020, I wanted to be a little bit more serious about the financials and all those stuff. So in that regard, one thing is that I started becoming far more organized in my financial stuff. Like in fact, like sometime during my vacation, I sat down and just wrote down how much money is required for me, or rather, how much money do I spend for essentials in a given month. So things like the bill payments and the loans and all those stuff, the essential like electricity, water bill, phone bills, my cellular connection, and the loans, and some amount of savings, which I was doing it on a recurring basis. So I just calculated those things, and I was just seeing what's the difference amount that I am left with um, after doing all those things. And I was surprised that though it was like a significant amount that I was left with, my savings out of this has been considerably nil. I don't know if that's the proper phrase, but I'm actually surprised and shocked at this whole approach of mine in the last several years. But anyway, I try to started fixing it starting this month. So I'm just segregating funds in such a way that different amounts goes into different bank accounts for different purpose. Like some amount remains for essentials, some amount goes in only for investment purpose, some amount goes only for saving for future travel, and I don't want to mix it up with my main account. Save there regularly on a month-on-month basis. Like actually, in fact, like me and my wife, we thought like we'll start adding money to it on a monthly basis, a small amount, and utilize from this money for our travel, whatever travel we do in the year. Like if you utilize it full, that's well and good. If you don't, then we'll carry forward it to the next year's travel or whatever. But we will not use our regular account to do any of the travel related expenditure. This is a way of like keeping things aside for travel is what I wanted to bring up. And in the same way, I'm also looking at an option of seeing if there is any investment that I can do in property, and I'm looking at for flats and all those things. In fact, on Sunday when I went for a very long cycle ride, I didn't tell about it yesterday. So Sunday's cycle ride, which I went all the way up to Sri Lanka. I kept my eye and mind open for any new kind of like apartments or flats that are coming up from big names, so that I can see if anything is affordable under my budget. I can probably look at investing in it. But the search is on. Even in fact, like today evening, we went today morning. I noticed something in an area near my house, so I couldn't go and ask anyone because I was doing my cycling and I just didn't wanted to stop the rhythm. But went now and just realized it was like an independent house and not a apartment or any commercial property. So that's okay. I mean, the property looked big, but they told that it's an independent house, so I had to say thank you and move away from there. So that's one part that is keeping me busy. One is like I need to be a little bit more serious and kind of like organized with my financials and investments and savings this year. That's my bigger target. Having said that, one other thing I forgot to tell yesterday, which I don't want to miss out today, is this whole cycling thing that I'm telling today's journal, which is that I'm currently doing a 7 day uh, cycling challenge. It's like you need to do 15 kilometers every day as a part of like a group in Strava, wherein it says like you need to do either 5 kilometers of walk or 15 kilometers of cycling. So I've been doing it since last 5 days. So it'll go until 8, but I plan to continue it for a few more days or weeks, health permitting. I don't get drained out or anything, which is something which I'm enjoying. So I thought like I'll just quickly tell about it. Officially the challenge started on 2nd of January. It goes until 8, but I plan to continue till at least mid of this month and then continue with walking. So that's pretty much what I had for today's update. So let me see. I'll come back tomorrow and see what news there. Thank you. Bye bye.